Akshaya Tritiya, a significant spring festival for the Hindu and Jain communities, is being celebrated across the country today. Buying precious assets, including gold, on this day has cultural significance. If you had, by the way, bought gold during the previous year's Akshaya Tritiya, your investment would have surged by nearly 16%. Also, gold prices, I mean, look at how they are, going in 2024. They are on a tear actually. They have surged by about 16% as well for 2024. And it has, the demand for the yellow metal has surged on the back of the economic uncertainties and rising inflations that is plaguing global economies. Amit, I'll come to you. Gold has outperformed Nifty so far in 2024. It has given returns of close to 15-16%, whereas Nifty has surged only by about 1.5 to 2%. And gold, again, it's very close to its record high. So traditions and customs aside, does it really make sense to add gold in one's portfolio at current levels? If so, what percentage would you allocate to the precious metal?
Actually, we were a little bullish towards the end of last year when it was trading around 1800, 1850. But at these prices, I'm not very comfortable adding more to gold allocation. The recent high of about 2450, that could stay for some time. And the best reasons of the gold price higher, whether it was Fed which would start easing its monetary policy, or whether it is global central banks continuous buying of gold, including RBI. Those factors are sort of on a declining path. There is still an uncertain global environment. We are still not out of the woods. Ukraine, Russia, or the Israel, Palestine. But my sense is that the upside from gold here could be limited. So if anybody has to really buy, we are not recommending it. But if someone is really have to buy, then for religious purposes or for festive purposes, then they should probably spread it out. Do a little bit of investment now and then do a sip over the next 1 year. But at these levels, fresh positions, I'm not very sure about it, because our medium to long term outlook on gold still remains quite negative.
Medium to long term outlook for gold, short term outlook for gold, pardon me, remains on the negative side. Remember, gold has surged quite a lot in the last few months. In fact, in 2024 alone, it has risen by close to 15%. And I think one of the reasons why gold was rising also was because of the fact that a lot of us were expecting the Fed to cut interest rates. And remember, gold is not an interest-bearing asset, as Amit also pointed out. So perhaps when bond yield, when interest rates are higher, it makes your fixed income assets more attractive for your investors and perhaps take away the attractiveness of the precious metals. And since the expectation is that the interest rates will remain higher for longer, perhaps gold loses some of its sheen. But it's not just gold that is shining. Since last Akshaya Tritiya, equity markets have produced 4 multi-bagger stocks in the jewelry segment. During this period, it has not only managed to outperform the yellow metal, but Nifty, which has yielded returns of about 27%. Stocks like Sky Gold, Kalyan Jewelers, and PC Jewelers has surged somewhere about 300 to 300% since last Akshaya Tritiya. Amit, I'll come to you. Anything that you like in this space, in this segment, jewelry segment?
We don't own any jewelry stocks, but we had researched a little bit about Senco Gold, which is a Calcutta-based jewelry company. There are a couple of more IPOs lined up in this financial year. That is also expected. So let's see how that goes. But gold has delivered about 16% return. So it's very very obvious that a lot of these jewelry stocks would also do well. A few of the new listings were also there, like Sky Gold, Radhika Jewel Tech, etc. So in these companies there is a little bit more excitement when these are listed. The float is a little bit less, and the business models need to be yet to be proved. But out of these, I think Senco Gold is something which we found a little interesting, and even the business growth wise, it was delivering 20% plus. But before we could actually complete our research, the stock really ran away, so we did not chase it at that point of time. But yeah, we don't have an active recommendation on any of the gold jewelry stocks.